Oh, whatever it is, it's...
Well, it is the music. Gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude!
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah.
That makes you a suspect.
I know.
What's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about...
I know.
Hey, you're pretty...
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice. I'm just me.
How are you related?
My father is Percival Pointer. Spends most of his time hidden away. Barely speaks to anyone these days.
Do you get on with the fellows?
Two of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest. We all turned 19.
Do people ever... I don't mean to be rude.
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. Fifi, Freya, and I would often argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but things are more complicated.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay. 3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up.
3.5? Does that...
Sure.
And you do this?
No. I prefer to practice. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library. When I finally got down there, I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. So I went back upstairs.
What?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. He's been teaching me about...
So, did you
Not really.
You ignored each other?
I didn't say that. Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower. Her door was locked. I knew Freya and Flora were both, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment. I didn't know what to do. so I ran downstairs to get her. The door was still locked. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been. I told her what had happened. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She took me down to the library. After she was done, she went back upstairs. That's it.
All right.
I wonder what's in there.
They're bird cages. But the birds are.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is. They're bird cages. But the bird. Oh, it totally is.
And especially.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Oh, just be.
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but what are those?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's in that shape. You're really...
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend.
Oh, you're Penny Pointer.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with Penelope. Sounds a little ostentatious coming out.
Sure.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and
Travel?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth. Ornithology, they call it. I'd call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find
Because of the bird.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be...
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out. I awoke early and headed down. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That, and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that.
Do you help him with the
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed...
No. In the early afternoon.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned...
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4. But in...
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course. And they often do. But I think they just... As do I. Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who's... I don't know what it was, but she looked a little... I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested he could see from the hallway. The door was... I knew then something was... A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too. Standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Town.
We can get into Penny's room.
Now, like, right now?
That's something.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place. It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds? Nope. They're wooden.
They're using up all the perches.
No, that was it.
Nice work. Did the door open?
Sheet music.
It's only a few notes.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason. A big glass door leads out into a garden.
There's a little mechanism. I guess we'll come back later. It's a metronome.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed. Not sure what those symbols are, though. There we go.
Perfect. What happened?
A little hatch unlocked.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. Part of a photograph.
There's something about that pink cassette. Something.
Let's ask Poppy about it. You know, I would look at it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on the outside. How old is this thing? Nothing.
So there are two ways to move the shadows. Rotate the planets and rotate the sun.
I guess that's wrong.
I think you just need to get the shadows to...
Nope.
The sun and moon. The shape on the base is symmetrical.
Nope.
The sun and moon need to be at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. The shape on the base is symmetrical.
Nope.
The sun and moon need to be at... The shape on the base is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which is which. The sun and moon, the shape on the base is symmetrical.
No, that was it.
Nice work. Did you hear that?
There's a little hatch.
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them?
The stars.
So.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading?
I shouldn't think. We are, but you find yourself
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers.
well observed. My Tangle Tower is something a meaningless boundary. They exist only.
Helpful.
Me? Not strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my...
And?
Oh, no, that's... I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over...
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known.
Oh, dear me. My field of research has never yielded any kind of... Nor would I expect... I am nothing but working to translate its message.
Cool.
The day began as any other. I took my usual morning walk around
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my...
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear.
For how long?
I can't say.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries.
So you were all alone? Must have been a while before...
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow. I was at my telescope, but at one point I returned to my desk. I couldn't find the book I wanted. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out. She looked impatient and...
Same as ever, then?
Quite. I passed her by and when the door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their... So I waited for them to finish, and before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been... We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to...
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting...
That's all the
Let's go over them all. Every astronomy...
I want to try.
You can see right in...
Not by accident.
I can see behind her is the back side of the easel. I can't really see anything behind it. You can see right in...
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the back... Hold on. I think we might have...
Is that a window? Is there another...
We should check that next time we're over there. Isn't this supposed to be... I'm pretty sure you need to...
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
It's tidier than mine. The notebook.
So, even the most well-used...
It's a bed.
Barely.
It's a bed.
Barely. That's a big lake.
It's kind of purple. Looks poisonous.
I think it's just...
Yeah, water with poison in it. It's a bird bath. Is that just from there even?
Please don't do that.
The ground's winter.
I cannot believe how...
It's full of the same...
Any fish in there?
Not a... Although there...
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
I'm still not...
Should we take another look? I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here.
It's standing up.
You know, it's not also... It's stuffed. At least the moths are kept well fed. What's in that little... I bet it's bones. A skull.
Maybe I won't open it.
What's in that... I bet it's skull at least.
Maybe I won't open it.
I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here.
Just dusty junk.
At least the moths are kept well fed. Someone
Do you
painted...
think it was done...
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious. I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here. It's a jar.
Huh. What is that?
Not sure.
Looks like it might attach to something.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune. The whole room has a strange feeling about it.
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
The whole room has a
Yeah, there might be a reason.
Supposedly, looks like
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
the whole room has
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
the out. There's a note.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up, so she was...
Let's check the case file again. Freya's painting supplies. Freya's painting supplies. There it is. The
So-
looks that way. Sir?
Uncommonly skilled. She helped me. Taught me tremendous.
Freya?
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
Somewhat my fault. It's just there's a family.
What about her?
Freya, she came to
Nobody
live. Uncommonly, she helped me get. Taught me. Dearest Flora,
You two?
Yeah, of course.
She hasn't gone.
She's the
Alone.
Other.
You're the one.
Let.
We did.
So I asked. She told her.
makes
I have.
yeah?
It's quite the fellow. No, you know.
Has she
if
questioned
I
something?
honest,
You reckon?
Quite
How do you?
Fits.
Did you?
Don't I- Poppy's a guy.
Different.
Fiona. Still. Penelope seems to have. She's
How come?
well now. It's a nice. Percival. So
That is-
I'm just like
And
over 30.
childhood.
Charming, isn't it? Dear
now
me,
And who named it Tangle?
Flora.
What does it mean?
I think it was
From what?
this rift. I think. What's this?
It's my
You mean
case.
this?
Were you close? How are you? Did you kill what?
Oh.
What is your opinion?
Oh, it's impressive.
Must be
I
water.
am this makes.
That's
They can't make. If you don't want, or just sell it.
I require fact.
well,
Correct. There was no
Apart.
which as no.
Tangle Tower. No idea.
Have you-
I believe so.
He wants to know.
I'm afraid the rest is. You truly.
what's wrong with
no
it?
organism.
I like seeing
How
it. Sally.
Yeah, I see it. He's. Or shall we?
Sorry. Sally. Don't.
Nice painting gives you a pretty good idea.
lake
It
looks
might
like-
seem nature is.
And those.
We don't know much
even.
of
What's that?
this painting. There are no photos.
So,
Let's. Who gave you that information?
We don't actually. We were
I see. What happened?
Honestly, that would be kind.
Who plays the violin?
It's pretty. So I'm guessing nobody.
Are they?
Whatever they are, it's like a little parade of.
There's a.
When I was a kid, I never.
You still don't know. do
No.
you? So there are two.
4 follow.
What's the connection
There
between...
isn't one. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora's a Remington. So was Primrose. She married into the Pointers, and Flora...
So, the fellow...
Flora owns... Depending on who you ask. That means her husband...
What about your father?
His claim over the house.
Where's your mother now?
No idea. There's something I noticed.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in and there's only one small pool of blood. The whole thing is just peaceful.
Oh, whatever it is.
Well, it is.
What's with all the broken glass?
To a visitor.
Not to you.
Try living in it for 20 years. If it wasn't for
What about inheritance? You're the next...
Well, but no.
Is that fair?
Couldn't care less. To a visitor. Try
What
Finally!
That's a very...
I'm guessing...
Would have been much used.
Locked.
There must be some way. So, which one is...
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right?
You'd have to ask
She
for
named
the whole
with
thing.
Felix, you mean?
No, the Remington family. Not exactly.
It's enough. It's locked.
I thought we were halfway.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle? Let's come back once we...
A big glass door leads out into a
There's a
garden.
little mechanism.
Something
That
happened.
must be it. And...
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
Locked.
There must be some way to get it open. Didn't we?
We did, but the door's still locked.
It's locked.
I thought we were halfway.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. Finally.
Whatever's on the other side. It's another
He's
little...
playing a loop.
He's also...
Well, they're not, and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs. Giant stone frog.
Yeah, he's got...
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
that's all the statements
To
run
see if anyone's been lying.
that too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden when we heard this sound.
We thought it was coming from floors.
Door was I made
Poppy.
I left my tower and headed down.
But I vacated.
It didn't.
Someone
Eventually.
I spotted her.
as I was inquired.
I told
I
her.
thought
I recognized
the
ran
room.
up back in the. She was
Poppy left.
Felix.
Then
She took me down.
I quit. I took.
I wanted. I think she was when I told her.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements.
They don't just, some of them even. I need to confirm something.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about
It belongs to Frey. She'd like to have music playing.
And do you know what kind?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot.
Sure, it doesn't belong to you.
Why are we even talking? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a
The tape was found at the crime scene.
It's not mine.
Why not?
Not my...
You used to like...
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors. Let's take a closer look at this. The pink cassette tape found...
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it. You look a little different, but Fifi, it's clearly a photo of you with your... Why'd you tear it up?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Poppy doesn't want to look like
That's
that.
it. Makes this whole thing seem...
Maybe?
the reason.
The passage of time is...
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong...
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it.
Freya could have... There's gotta be a connection between...
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea. Needless. For is it not between the chosen soft rest? That's me. I always thought it's feathers like eavesdropping with certainty. Heart of Hestaria.
Name, likes.
Isn't she...
I believe. But I have. She's
So
so
what
she's a name, like, dislikes. I have, but
no.
you asked. Do not
What makes
she
you
asked.
grimoire?
No, no. Name, like, dislike, notes.
How
How
come?
come you?
How are you related?
Fitz
Was?
is, I do not know
And
it.
what
We
about-
share. Name, likes.
Hang on.
That may well be.
Do you and
We do not.
Well,
So what's your
Exactly. He was making every.
So?
He was also. Name. Deceased. Understand. Mostly exhibited. There it is. Freya. She is
did
very.
you spend?
I will say one.
do you know?
I do not. If you are try asking.
The three of
We
you
are one scientist.
sounds
Name. Name. Hotshot. Likes. Dislikes. Quote. Name. Percival Pointer.
I'm
Oh yes. How uncharacter. Name. Penelope likes. Notes. I have never had very much. Name. Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written.
all right.
Spooky murder.
Spooky murder mansion.
Fitz and I, when we heard.
Yeah, I need to confirm. What
I
do you
know that's.
make?
What about this?
Don't you
The
think
letters?
so? When I thought.
You don't think
no,
that-
room
But
was
if you hadn't
exactly
said, we
is
would've-
tell me nothing. Freya would like get
Right.
Flores. Freya would always like get
Right.
Flores. It was my.
So?
She just. It was my mother's already.
So?
She just Freya.
Does this belong?
Now that's.
But who else?
literal. Is that?
That's
Phoebe?
where
Have you ever?
I thought.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
I'm not. Oh, she. That belong. That belong. I think
Did
every
Freya
night
ever
she said.
Sorry,
Maybe
but
she.
Gibby-
Well.
This is a photo.
Yeah.
How come you're not in it?
I'm not.
Fifi looks.
Fifi. I think everybody.
Did Freya ever tell
Not
you?
exactly. She said something.
Sorry,
Maybe
but
she. Well. Is that?
Possible.
Oh no.
They belong.
Why is that?
Natural.
No. What was?
Nothing.
Huh. Did you find that?
No.
No. Oh, you've been.
But
Yeah. Don't look
Does
at,
anybody?
Yeah. I don't look at me.
Does anybody?
I think it's.
Does-
Oh, Penny. Never seen that.
No.
Those pens.
what about them?
It's nothing. Yeah.
Can you play the tune?
Sure. Yeah, it's mine.
What's so?
I got it from my teacher.
How long have you been
Since
playing?
the day I was really excited. When I arrived at enough.
What's Freya?
She one day.
Why?
That's just there was no. That's when things were.
Weird.
Well, my room is. I don't. Please. You get
I'm not sure.
For this?
Really?
No, I gave it to Fred.
What was on
Nothing.
Any idea?
Maybe.
It was in the attic.
Oh,
Do you know
I
where-
put them.
Why?
Found them lying. I thought they looked no.
If they do, when did you find
This
them?
morning.
Where?
I don't know. I see.
Why is that?
So they are